Let's get started with this Kundalini practice, Kriya, for radiance and detox. So Kundalini, a short introduction. I'll do some other informational videos about Kundalini explicitly because I want you to know what you're participating in, what you're taking a part in. You might have heard of Kundalini energy. It's essentially another word for this vital, electric, pranic, life force energy that is said to live largely dormant in our bodies and is awakened through essentially unlocking the subtle pathways in the body. Much like a circulatory system, except it's deeper, more subtle for our various energy forms. The way I like to think about Kundalini energy is as electricity. So basically what makes a vital person alive is this electric, pranic life force energy that moves through the entire body. As you probably know, there's certain types of foods and practices and lifestyle choices that can make us feel more electric and alive. Kundalini yoga to me is an electrifying practice for the body, for the internal systems, and especially for the electric body, the spiritual energy that moves through the physical body itself. So it invites a lot of often repetitive kind of pulsing and rhythmic movements paired with mantra or vibrational vocal practices often. This is going to be a beginner's set again for detoxifying the internal organs and moving energy through the whole being, creating a sense of radiance and vitality. So we'll be doing, it's not even a 30-minute practice, but it's still challenging even the most beginning variation. But we'll start from where we are. This is just offered as an introduction. You can pause and watch, or please join along. In Kundalini, we start in our seated posture, bringing the hands to rub together, creating some friction. This is the easiest way to kind of illustrate that we're energetic beings, that we're creating and moving energy every day by doing this right here. Bring the palms a few inches apart and feel that sensation pulsing between the palms. You can get a sense for the energy moving through the physical body. And bring the hands to the heart. In Kundalini, we open with a certain mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, chanted 3 times. And it simply means that you are honoring yourself as the most divine teacher with the true knowledge and the true capacity for awakening. Inhale once and exhale. Inhale. Exhale to chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Beautiful. If you joined me in that vocalization, perhaps you can already feel another example of how we are energetic beings, how the body is energy, that vibrational quality of our voice moving through what we perceive as a solid form indicates otherwise. We are actually water bodies. So to begin this Kriya, our first movement is well known in Western movement practices as an ab exercise. It's leg lifts, so starting on our backs, finding a reclined position. Hands can come under the low back for support or push palms into the sides of the body. Low back is going to press down. Even the back of the head will press down some. And we'll inhale, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, squeezing the legs together, keeping the low back pushing down. Not bowing up and crunching up in this version. We are laying our upper bodies down, inhaling and exhaling with rhythm, keeping a stable rhythm. We're synchronizing the brain with rhythm, with breath. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. The beginner's variation goes for 1 minute. You advance to 3 minutes, keep going, and eventually you arrive at a 7-minute iteration of these leg lifts. Inhale up, exhale down. We're inviting in a transformation to our nervous systems, the electric body. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. Find your eyes closed. Gaze is at the third eye, the center of the eyebrows, the seats of the pineal gland. Inhale up, exhale down. We're also cultivating our willpower, our navel, our bellies through this challenging and strengthening part of the Kriya. We have about 10 seconds left. We're going to do the basic bare minimum. Inhale up, exhale down. One more. Inhale up, exhale all the way down. Rest in corpse pose for just a moment. Feel already the energy circulating through the body. Start to lift up to a seat. We'll take what is called rock pose in Kundalini. We'll come to kneel into what is called rock pose in Kundalini, taking our hands out wide first and then to the shoulders. We'll lift the elbows. Inhale, lift the spine long. Exhale, bow down, head touches the floor. Inhale to lift, exhale down. Find your rhythm. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. Trying to stay stable in the lower body, flexible in the upper body, not falling down to the earth, slowly crunching. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale down. We're stimulating the nervous system through rhythmic movement. Deep breathing, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. The longer you start to do these rhythmic and repetitive motions, it starts challenging the static holding patterns in the mind and the preoccupying thoughts. Exhale. It starts to literally take over. Inhale, exhale down. Take over the programming of the mind so that we can reorient to an electric and vital energy that is not conceptual but actual and embodied. Inhale to lift. Exhale, round, bow. Follow the breath, really inhaling and exhaling fully. No hierarchy to the breath. The inhale is just as important as the exhale. We're calibrating our breath by keeping both equal. Find your rhythm. Really find some flex in the spine. Inhale, exhale. We're almost there. One more lift. Exhale, bow down. Hands come under the forehead for a moment. Just pause. Feel how the energy is now moving through your body after this kind of rhythmic approach to movement itself. So we're using the physical body to get the physical body out of the way. Any inflexibility, any holding patterns, any stiffness, getting that out of the way so we can actually embody ourselves in a spiritually expansive, electrically vital type of way. The circulation moves through our blocks. Inhale to come up. We'll come to an easy seat, any comfortable cross-leg position, and hands will come to the knees. This is a great exercise. I do it every day just for general spinal mobility and to get things going and circulating. It's called Sufi's grind. Hands come to the knees or to the thighs. Keeping the hips and the tailbone rooting, we'll inhale, draw a circle with the heart forward. Exhale, draw and round the belly in, round the chin in. Our inhales carry us forward, exhales around and back. Find your pace, your rhythm. Just try to keep it consistent as we work. Inhaling the breath forward, strongly exhaling, pulling in. Finding that rhythm. Maybe the chin even moves forward on the inhale. Sufi's grind. Keep rotating through the spine, churning all the vital life force energies within the body. We're also working on a number of other levels, improving circulation, detoxifying the internal organs through compression. All of these things need a little bit of willful stimulation. We don't always get that from our environment. Our external environments often aren't going to physically touch or compress our organs. So here we are, Sufi's grind, keep breathing. Focus, eyes closed at the middle of the brow, the third eye, the temple of higher knowing. To demystify that, the land of the pineal gland, which orchestrates all kinds of very important hormonal processes in the body. So whether it's esoteric or actual, we are doing some work here on a very fundamental level. Keep rolling through the spine, heart forward, inhale. Exhale, draw in. We're gonna keep going for about 30 seconds. Find your rhythm. Gazes at the third eye, the temple of higher knowing. Strong breath, consistent, strong breath. Almost there. Keep going. Inhaling strongly forward. Exhaling, drawing in. Maybe the most challenging part for you is simply keeping your attention on the task. Meditate on this repetitive motion. Inhales are for forward. Exhales around and back. Almost there. Draw a circle with your spine, with your heart. Come back to center. Inhale. Hold your breath at the top. Squeeze the sex organs in and up. I know that might sound weird if it's the first time you've heard it. It's called Mulabandha or Mulband. Pulling that energy in and up, holding the breath, retaining it, allowing it to circulate through the body, and slow exhale. So many Kriyas or Kundalini actions will involve that type of Mulaband breath retention afterwards. I'm just going to start introducing it to you in the next couple of poses. We don't have but one or two more for this sequence. We'll come again to our thighs, hands to the thighs. Rather, we're sitting in a kneeling position. You may need to modify this pose by simply bringing the hands behind the back, which is fine. Hands clasped behind the back, or they clasp behind the back in what I like to call Charlie's Angels Mudra. So it's like a little gun, but it's called Venus Lock in Kundalini. So whether you're holding the hands or you're in Venus Lock, we'll inhale, exhale, bowing in. Inhale to lift, exhale, round the spine down. Keep going, inhale. Maybe hands are just grasped behind your back. Inhale to lift, really increasing flexibility in the spine, the movement of our vital energies, prana, life force, blood, oxygen through the physical body that gets locked up in these static holding patterns. Breathe in the vital air, exhale, releasing stale energy, blocked energy. Keep going with a rhythm. If you're in Venus Mudra, maybe you're moving a little bit more slowly. We're improving circulation also through the arms, via the shoulders, the chest muscles opening. Exhale down. We won't be here for long. Inhale. Gaze is at the third eye. Meditating on the movement, bringing your whole awareness into this moment. Inhale, noticing the feedback, the sensations in the body, in the mind. Are you irritated? Are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you stressed? What's happening now? Is this challenging you? Maybe not in a physical, isometric kind of way, but in an actual cultivation of concentration, pushing your edge of rhythmic, repetitive movement. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lean it back. Inhale. Exhale down. Maybe you're moving faster or slower than me. Just keeping that calibration, that rhythm is what's going to make this really accessible and work deeply. 30 more seconds. Flexibility for the spine. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Hold the breath at the top. Pull in the sex organs like you're trying to stop yourself from peeing. That's the feeling. Pull it in and up. Hold it. Let the energy circulate through the body. Exhale everything. We'll come to our backs for a savasana. That's the entire practice. Rest onto the earth, rest onto your back. Be received by the ground or the floor. Feel supported. Start to tune in and notice if you have any sensations of improved or increased circulation, awareness of energy, vitality, awakening. Remembering that awakening isn't blooming into a rainbow body. Awakening is heightening our perception as a human body, as a human mind, as a human heart. Let the eyes be closed, releasing all tension and control, allowing the circulation to happen through a natural integrating process of allowing this surrender of corpse pose. Rest in receptivity. Rest in the humility that is this life on earth. It comes with conditions, and we have the ability to be cultivators of those conditions, to create the right circumstances for our lives to bloom and blossom in the ways that we would like, in the ways that we would hope for others. Please feel free to keep resting here. Remember that this is just an introduction to an infinitely deep type of practice, and that you can expand the depth of this practice through your own meditative connection or through time under tension, increasing the amount of time of the intervals. It takes very little effort for us to receive and allow. And yet it can be so challenging and difficult to drop the tense clinging that we have to the forms that we want to see, to the forms that we want to be. Cultivating this type of flexible body and mind can allow us to actually feel more free, even in circumstances that we are not in control of. Having a balanced spiritual, energetic, chakral system helps us along the way. We are cultivating the conditions for our own well-being and therefore that of others as it starts to spill out into the world. With the eyes still closed, find some courageous movement over to one side to pause in a fetal position just for a moment. Eventually pushing yourself up into a seated posture. Eyes are still closed. Hands come to the heart. In our Kundalini practice, we close with a Sat Nam, which means sacred name, or my name is sacred. My truth is sacred. It's one long Sat and one short Nam after an inhale. We'll breathe in together. Sat Nam. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for being here, being where you are, across this timeless, unending present moment. Even as I record this now and you are opening it later, it's all happening right now, isn't it? Be well, be blessed. Sat Nam.